Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Gators offense making their way on the field to open this game. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Toss play to the outside. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That completion makes it second and short. The shotgun running play call to the 45. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The Gators are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sands. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So Oklahoma State's offense gets their first crack now. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Oh, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership,
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense picks it up on the run.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Toss play, running right. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's past the marker and still going. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Boy, the running back looks like he's possessed on that run. No defender could get 2 hands on him long enough to bring him down, so he picks up a lot of those yards after contact.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators are.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Grabbed by the receiver. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Cowboys will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Cowboys looking to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that kick.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's...
Touchdown, Cowboys, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They punt punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Inside give now from the shotgun. Great swings at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. It's a shotgun run call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Heads out of bounds after the interception. Defense makes a huge play here in this close game.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Catch made by the tight end. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Flores. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. See what the call is on 1st and 10. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
Grab down the middle. It's Thorne. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. Gun now on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48. And the Cowboys churn out another 1st down. They're going to run it. Minimal gain right down short of the marker.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Back to pass. It's Flores. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackled, but 1st down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And we will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Gators offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks right for a quick completion. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense getting set, second down play here. To the air, it's Hawkins. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. The receiver makes the catch. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
He dumps it off to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a wide receiver screen. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
And put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
And moves the football to the 27 and a first down. The Gators with 1st and 10 here.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fights off a defender. Defense not fooled on the toss play. They've got it behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spot.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Gators. So with playoff pressure cook, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Sands. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, they look to the right. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense is off schedule here after that first down loss. Here comes second down. Scanning the field. It's Flores. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets made on the out route. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking to throw it again. Pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. A short completion of the tight end. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And he fields it at the 15. Coverage team brings down the returner. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
He made the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Allen. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to field it. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. And the wideout goes in motion to throw. It's Flores. Pitch made on the left side. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So they'll put the end of the 35-yard line for first down. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line for the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. We're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. The Cowboys look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And it's good right down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Florida offense retakes the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Grab down the middle, it's Jackson. You bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. First and 10 now for the offense.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's an out route, the catch made. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Run down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The Gators will line up here on first down and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get knocked.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing second and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The ball is loose. The offense makes a recovery and takes off. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Delivers quickly to the left side. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He lets it go on the move. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. And the Cowboys getting set on first and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They bring him down after a short gain there. A big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Quick completion to the tight end. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle.
Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Now they call a run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The sure hands. It's Allen. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rusher got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it. No problem. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that short completion. They mix it up with a run. And it'll be Smoother right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
He'll ride the back again here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Florida. They are pouring it on now. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Oklahoma State offense